Andy, great to catch up with you again today and do some further work on your swing. The big issue we had today was we've got to continue working on this idea of getting the arms to maintain the straight position through the hitting area. Also, the club was starting to go back a little bit too straight. So we're going to work on working the club a little bit more inside. So key thoughts towards the end of your session were to keep the arms straight and to keep the arms in. Now, during the session, one of the things we talked about was the angle of the shaft that's set up. Now, we look here with Charlie Wee on the left-hand side, and we look at any top player. What we're going to see is a shaft that, if you take a line up straight through it, hits the player round about the belt buckle area. This allows the arms to hang more naturally beneath the shoulders, which produces a much better setting of the wrists on the way back. What we see here with yourself is, if we draw a line up the shaft, we see that that line extends up to sort of your sternum, or the base of your sternum, the top of your rib cage, and as a result, as you take the club back, it tends to be done with quite stiff wrists, not a lot of leverage, and as a result, as we get to here now, the elbows start to divide to get some length on the golf swing. So even though it's improved on where it was, we still need to keep tweaking it as we go. So what we've done here now on the bottom right is we've lowered the hands. Now, we talked about the effect this will have on the golf glove. You tend to wear your gloves out around the top of your left palm. That shouldn't happen. If the hands drop down a little bit, pointing the shaft more towards the belt buckle, that places the grip more in the fingers of your left hand, which will result in a much better hand action and setting of the golf club during your golf swing. Added to that, we've put the bottle down here that's blocking the outside of the target, and he's just encouraging you on this now to take the club back a little bit more on that circle, a little bit more on the inside. We can see we take the club back there a little bit more gently on the inside, better position at the top, and from there now the problem we have is that we go looking for our old position in relation to the shaft of the golf club. So you can see now that shaft's raised up, so again it's pointing up round about your sternum. So ideally what we're looking for is a set-up position where the hands are a little bit lower, as we see here, so that the line drawn from the shaft of the golf club, when it's extended, is hitting you round about the belt buckle, as you see there, much more reminiscent to what we see with top players. If we get rid of the lines, you'll see it more clearly. Much better setup position on the bottom right than we see on the top right. From there we can start to make a much better swing, still continue to work on getting the arms to work in and to stay straight in the through swing. Keep working on that and hopefully see you again in a couple of weeks' time. Well done.